Alright guys, potentially found my issue for the blowing stuff out of the exhaust and funky smell and underperforming check engine light, that sort of stuff. If we have a look here, let's see if I can turn my camera around. A friend actually said to check the spark plugs, and I thought, why check the spark plugs? That doesn't explain stuff coming out of my exhaust. Anyway, there's your ignition coils there. As you can see, one's plugged in and the other one is not. I couldn't check my spark plugs. I don't have the tool on me, but I went to check that one. And at the same time pulling that one out, it just sort of slips out. This one just slips right out. Just slipped right out. And there it is, completely shattered, disintegrated. So I'm gonna order a new harness, take that out, try to hopefully wire it back up. By the looks of it, that's already been done before. So yeah, that's meant to plug in down there. It looks like it's already been done before. You can tell by the tape and stuff on the other side. There's it's all tubes and proper hosing and that sort of stuff. But yeah, completely shattered. Your spark plugs can, you know your ignition coil is going bad. Check engine light comes on, you're misfiring obviously, which is what it was doing. It was shaking the whole damn car. My check engine light was on, spitting smoke out the back. Possibly it was spitting fuel out of the back, because obviously it wasn't burning that fuel going through the spark. It wasn't burning the fuel in that cylinder, and it was just going straight into my turbo. Straight out of the back. That would make a total sense. Because what happened was I went for a drive after it started, sort of smoking, just to see if it was something I could just drive off after warming up. Basically, the check engine light came on. And I was driving it around, went over a bump, turned off, meaning it sort of fell back into the ignition coil. The harness fell back into the ignition coil, and then I went over another bump and it came back on, and then went over another bump and it came back off, or turned back off, and then going over another bump, it was like on off. So it would make a huge amount of sense. So I was actually booked in for an engine rebuild, and I was looking at getting another turbo, but hopefully if I order a harness and wire that harness back up, I shouldn't have to do any of that. And it was just an ignition coil. Here's hoping. So this is the first real issue that I've had with this car. So yeah, make sure you follow for more. I try to do as much as I can by myself. So anyone with a 01 to like 07 WRX or STI can, hopefully I'll have tips for you, heaps of videos coming up. I'll be doing plan is to do a coolant flush, so I'll do a video on that, and yeah, possibly I need to put an oil temp gauge in. So I've run my boost gauge, out of the blow off valve there, the little T piece, and that runs through the firewall. So that was a bit of fun. Didn't get a chance to make a video on that one, but yeah, I'll be doing the oil temp gauge soon, so I might make a video on that. So yeah, like and follow for more, and be in touch. Peace.